Arnold was a gentle and dedicated doctor who lived with his wife, Emily. They had married 2 years before. Arnold spent long hours at the hospital, while Emily took care of their home. One night, Arnold came home very late. He pushed the door open slowly. Emily was waiting for him.
"You're late,"
she said softly. Arnold sighed and sat down.
It was a busy day. Too many cases.
They ate dinner quietly. After that, Emily brought 2 mugs of hot coffee. She placed one in front of him.
"I thought you might need this,"
she said.
Thank you.
Arnold replied, taking a slow sip. He finished his coffee and slowly got ready for bed. The house was quiet, and Emily soon fell asleep beside him. Around midnight, the phone rang suddenly. Arnold woke up at once. Emily was still asleep beside him.
I think it's an emergency,
he whispered as he picked up the phone. After listening, he quickly went to the washroom and changed his clothes. When he came out, Emily opened her eyes.
"You're so tired. Take care,"
she said softly. Arnold smiled.
It's my duty. I have to go.
Then he left for the hospital. When Arnold reached the hospital, a well-known businessman, Mr. Thompson, was standing there. He was pale and worried. His son had been in a road accident. Arnold rushed into the operation theater. He worked quickly, using all his experience. But the boy's injuries were too serious. After a long struggle, Arnold could not save him. He stepped out slowly.
Sorry, he is no more,
Arnold said quietly. Mr. Thompson stared at him in shock.
What do you mean? He is no more?
He shouted.
You are a doctor. You should have saved him.
Before the situation could get worse, hospital staff tried to calm him down. Mr. Thompson refused to calm down. Arnold walked away with a heavy heart. When he reached home, his eyes were filled with tears. He sat on the edge of the bed. Emily came closer and asked gently,
"Arnold, what happened?"
He wiped his eyes.
I couldn't save the boy. His father blamed me. I feel like I failed.
Emily sat beside him and held his hand.
"You did everything you could,"
she said softly.
"Some things are not in our hands."
Arnold nodded slowly. The next day, the hospital superintendent, Mr. Robert, called Arnold into his cabin.
Arnold,
he said gently,
you are one of our best doctors. You've done so much for this hospital. But Mr. Thompson is very angry.
He paused, then said,
I have to fire you.
Arnold lowered his head.
Sir, I did my best. The boy couldn't survive.
I know.
Mr. Robert said softly.
But you understand the situation.
Arnold nodded slowly and left the cabin, heartbroken. That night, Arnold told Emily everything.
Emily, we will go to my village.
He said,
I will work there. I won't work in a clinic anymore.
Emily said gently.
Okay. I'm with you.
They packed their things and moved to the village. Arnold's cousin John lived there with his wife, Sarah, and their kids, Ben and Lily. John and Sarah cleaned Arnold's house, and the children helped happily. Sarah cooked food for dinner. After dinner, Arnold told John everything.
I didn't do anything wrong.
Arnold said.
But the boy didn't survive. The hospital fired me. Because of his father.
John nodded slowly.
Arnold, you are a good doctor. What will you do now? Open a clinic?
Arnold shook his head.
No. I'll open a grocery store.
John and Sarah were shocked. Emily lowered her head quietly. Arnold tried to smile.
It's fine. I want a simple life.
John nodded.
Okay. I will help you.
Soon Arnold opened a small grocery shop beside his house. Villagers welcomed him kindly, and Arnold made new friends. One day, John came running toward the shop.
Arnold! Arnold!
Arnold looked up.
What happened, John?
John was out of breath.
My neighbor. Mr. George's son. He's in pain. Please check him.
Arnold stepped back.
John. I'm not a doctor now.
Please.
John begged.
At least see what's wrong.
Arnold nodded slowly. He went with John to Mr. George's house and checked on the boy, Tom. His face tightened.
It's an appendix. He needs surgery.
Mr. George went pale.
But there's no hospital here.
John looked at Arnold.
You can handle this. I know you can.
Arnold shook his head.
I can't risk it. If something happens.
Mr. George fell to his knees.
Please, doctor. My son will die.
Arnold froze. John snapped.
If you don't operate, he will die for sure. Isn't it better you try?
Arnold took a deep breath.
Okay. Shift him to a room.
He ran to his house and returned with his surgery kit. A tense emergency operation began. After some time, Arnold stepped out of the room.
The operation is successful.
He said.
Tom is unconscious. But he will wake up soon.
The news spread, and the villagers gathered outside, amazed.
You're a doctor.
One man asked.
Why didn't you tell us?
Here we have no doctor.
Another villager said.
Now we have one.
Arnold smiled gently.
Yes. I am a doctor. And I will start a clinic here. Morning, I'll run my grocery store. Evening, I'll check patients for free.
The villagers cheered happily. Emily and John smiled at each other.